Hello and welcome. My name's AJ. I work at Greater Westtown. I am the Associate Director of Vocational Training for the Greater Westtown Project training programs. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to be able to explain a little bit about our training programs today. We do have two, and we are currently recruiting and bringing people into our agency in order for them to apply. So I'd like to make sure that you all know that if you are interested at any time during this show to learn more or to be signed up to come in for in-person tour and presentation, please feel free to call us. I will make sure to keep on mentioning our phone number that you can reach us at. That's 1312-563-9028. That's 1312-563-9028. And you can also just email us at training@gwtp.edu. So again, let's just start off with a little bit about what we do, who we are, and why we're here today. So we are Greater Westtown Training Partnership. We offer no-cost job training as well as job placement assistance to residents of Illinois and residents of Chicago specifically. But if you are in Illinois, then you can get to our training program. We'd be more than happy to provide you with the orientation, information sessions, and give you an opportunity to apply if you wish. Our location is 500 North Sacramento Boulevard. We are actually on the corners of like East Garfield Park and Humboldt Park communities on Franklin Boulevard and Sacramento Boulevard. Although we are one of the many buildings in that general area, we do have our emblem on our building side, and you'd be able to see that. So Greater Westtown, we focus on two training programs: shipping and receiving and woodworking. Those two programs, as I mentioned before, are at no cost. We will need to receive some information in order for us to make sure that you can receive the programs at no cost. So there is an eligibility component to it, but in order to be able to apply, I mean, that doesn't cost you a thing. You can apply, and then we can talk to you about all the other requirements that are needed in order to receive the program at no cost. Our programs, I mentioned shipping and receiving and woodworking. Our shipping and receiving training program is around 12 weeks of training. We have a total of 380 clock hours of training that you will be a part of if you are in our training program. Our woodworking training program is about 450 hours, 15 weeks. I'll get into more detail about that in a few minutes when I start the slideshow. So, Greater Westtown, our mission is to provide training and job opportunities to communities not only surrounding the west side of Chicago, but also any residents of Chicago and Illinois that are looking for either to enhance their skills or to find a new career path in both of these programs. As a workforce development center, we pride ourselves in being able to provide the skill or the knowledge necessary in order for our trainees to develop the skills. We are looking for individuals that are ready to either work within shipping and receiving as a career field or woodworking, flat surface manufacturing as a career field. We're also looking for individuals that have probably worked in these career fields before. Maybe they want to enhance their skills, receive some type of certification, and move forward in their career path. This journey to be financially stable is one that I think we all work very hard toward as humans. And I believe that Greater Westtown offers that opportunity to learn the knowledge you need within these career fields. When we are asking individuals to provide us with some of their time in order to develop in order to develop this knowledge base, we are truly asking for a student, a participant, a trainee that is ready for that next step in their life. We are all very well aware that the city and the state, they've raised our minimum wage, but we know that anyone that is willing to provide us with some of their time, their energy, we will work just as much to provide them with opportunities that are a little bit above minimum wage. And I'll get into the wages in a few minutes as well. I've been at Greater Westtown now for 8 years. My background is in business management, warehousing specifically. So if you come in, you'll probably see me for orientation. I'll be able to talk to you more in detail throughout that orientation session and help you apply as well. But if you are part of the program, you'll see me in a few classes. I assist with the warehouse activities, but I primarily focus on job readiness and on digital literacy skills, which is needed in both industries. I know there is a digital divide in the city. We are very well aware. Since 2020, obviously we all dealt with the COVID pandemic, but it was more prevalent that our communities either didn't have access to computer devices or the internet, or that there was some need for training specializing in digital literacy skills. So Greater Westtown made it a point to focus on the training that is needed in the workforce while using digital literacy skills. So within our training programs, we offer everything from just using email to making sure that an individual knows how to safely, securely use the social media, Microsoft Word, which is needed in the industry, some Google Docs. We talk about Microsoft Excel, things that you will need in addition to. In more specifically, when it comes to woodworking skills, we'll talk more about how they use computers when it comes to CNC machining, blueprint reading, SketchUps, which is a 3D modeling, 2D modeling software system. But all these skills, in order to make our trainees better prepared for the work that they will eventually get into, we'd like to teach these skills so that they have them, they're able to utilize them, they're able to build upon them, and then be be amazing candidates for the employers in Illinois. That's where we make the connections when it comes to job placement. We have a dedicated job developer that speaks with employers, employer partners, companies throughout the city, and just provides them information about our program, who we have, how we train, in order to get some available job opportunities directly to our participants, our trainees. We are not a staffing agency. You do not have to go to the jobs that we recommend, but we are putting out the work to make sure that companies know that individuals with skills are available to them, and if we can make the connection, we'll make it work. Can we have the first slide, please? Thank you. Like I mentioned before, Greater Westtown, this is our mission statement. We are focused on building the community by providing low-income communities in Chicago with the training that they need in order to develop financially self-sufficient lifestyles and be able to follow their career paths. We started originally within the west side communities of the city, but we've expanded and moved since that originally started. Like I mentioned, we are located at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard. Our location is easily accessible through the public transportations, through the CTA, California southbound, California northbound. It actually drops you off right at the corner. If you take the train system, we are right off the Green Line. Stop off on the California, stop on the Green Line, and then take that bus northbound to us. You can also get off on the Kedzie train system, the Grand Avenue bus. It'll get you to us. So we're very well situated to be in an area of the city where you can reach us very easily. Next slide. Specifically speaking, over the overview of the programs, like I mentioned before, the woodworking program is a 15-week program. We have to complete a total of 450 course hours. The shipping and receiving training program is an average 12 weeks, and that is 380 course hours of training. With the placement numbers for woodworking and shipping and receiving, we are in the upper 80% of placements. So that means within 2 weeks of graduating or completing the training program, we are close to 88% placement rate. Individuals that come through our program are placed in industry-focused employment. And then just this past year, we've been able to increase our average wage for both woodworking and shipping and receiving. The woodworking program, we've been able to increase it to a total of $18.49 average, and the shipping and receiving wage average has gone up to about $19.75. Just a little bit about the length of our program. I know a lot of times there are other programs in the city that may offer 3-week, 4-week, 6-week training programs. Our program specifically, we are accredited by the Illinois Board of Higher Education and ACCSC, which is a national accrediting body for career schools. According to or based on our accreditation to the Illinois Board of Higher Education, we are not only a training center, but we are an adult basic education center. So we do focus on math, reading skills, and those are some of the topics or classes that you will take aside from the industry skills. So our course is a little bit longer, but that is because of the accreditation that we carry. So Illinois has said Greater Westtown is a post-secondary educational opportunity for adult learners. And we are very happy to say that we have continued that accreditation for many years, and it does give a little bit more emphasis on our degree, our certificate programs. When you're applying for work, it's always important to know that you can talk about all the great work you've done, you can mention all the great work you've done, but companies are looking for some type of documentation to prove that in fact you have put in the time, the energy, and the effort to better your life, and in that way you can show them that you're willing to be an employee that is willing to put in the time and effort for them. So I believe in our training program. Yes, it is long. It is a lot. We ask a lot, but that's what makes Greater Westtown trainee alumni so special and important. They've put in the time. It's 3 to 4 months of training every day, Monday through Friday. Either 8 o'clock start or 8:30 start. The 8 o'clock is for woodworking, 8:30 for shipping and receiving. It's a full day, 6.5 hours. Woodworking ends at 2:30 every day. Shipping and receiving ends at 3:30 every day. This is Monday through Friday. And the idea behind it is to get the trainees accustomed to making sure that they are in training on time, so that when they go out to the workforce, that they are at work on time and that they know what is expected of them. So that is the reason for why it is so long, but I believe that it is very important, and hopefully those that are watching us also believe that education is a pathway to success and to be able to become financially stable and open up the opportunities in employment. Next slide. So for woodworking training program, these are just a few of the things that we will be training on in woodworking. Yes, we are hands-on training, so you will be able to go in the shop. You will practice on a variety of hand tools, also, planers, miter saws, table saws, all the things that you would see in a general warehouse. This also includes other training that may not be hands-on, but is very important for woodworking, which could be blueprint reading, wood technology, or understanding different types of wood, how they're cut, the way that the wood is grown in order for you to create a piece of your own or for your employer. We Like I mentioned, those are the hands-on training skills aside from the adult basic education skills. But in woodworking, we're looking for individuals who are creative, who want this as a career where they can showcase their artistic abilities, because it takes a lot for an individual to see something that didn't exist before, make it happen, and then show it to the world. Our job placements for woodworkers are usually in industrial, architectural, or millwork type of industries. We are not a carpentry school. We will not be able to teach you how to build, frame up a house, or do those things that are for bigger structures. But we do train on the items that are in the houses, which include everything from tables, desks, chairs, cabinets, banisters. If you see any wooden banisters with ornate designs, that is what we're looking to assist our students with, learning the trade and then helping them get into these companies that also do that. Chicago is still alive and well with woodworking. We used to have a lot of other types of, piano making, musical instruments. Chicago, we were known for that for many years, and there still are some out there, and we would try to make those connections for you. Next, 2 slides over for the shipping one. Yes. So for the shipping and receiving training program, again, we do a warehouse hands-on training program, and this is getting you ready to work within the warehouse with computer inventory control systems. We practice picking and packing. We practice RF barcode scanning. You will be taught the foundational knowledge for UPS WorldShip, FedEx shipment systems, which are online based. You will also be given a little bit of an understanding of global supply chain and why it's important to learn the skills for shipping and receiving. Forklift certification is one that everyone always is very happy to learn that they will receive that through our program. It is extra to our program, so we do offer that within the training program. OSHA certificates, digital literacy, industry reading, and math again. So the thing with our training program, and I think I've repeated the same statement for the past 2 weeks now. We've been on a recruitment hunt, but the shipping and receiving industry is becoming less of how much you can move and more about how much you know about what you can move. Currently, robotics, semi-automation, they are becoming less expensive. They're not cheap, but they're less expensive. So a lot of companies will probably rely on those in the next 10 to 15 years. So we'd like to introduce our students specifically to the mechanics or the why behind shipping and receiving, and make sure that they know that there is a future in this career field. As long as people keep on placing their orders online, someone needs to ship it to them. So we are very glad that we're able to not only introduce that part of shipping and receiving to our trainees, but also guide them with the directions that they need to increase their opportunities for job growth and to be continuously employed in the industry. With both programs, we have great staff, instructors that have been with the program for many years, a lot of experience. I think someone tallied it up, and it's almost 100+ years of experience when you put it all together of industry-related experience. So you have our program coordinators that have been in the industry for decades, decades and decades. Our program coordinator for woodworking actually started the program in the 90s. So we have individuals, we have staff that have done the work. They have talked to employers. They know what the employer is looking for. Now it's up to us to be able to deliver that information to our trainees so that they better their skills. Again, we're providing the knowledge. The trainees are developing their skills. All we can do is provide you the how and the why, and we really want trainees that are ready to go to work from day one. So before we go on to the next slides, before we do that, I want to mention some things about our requirements to be a part of our program. You must be 18 years and older. You must be a resident of Illinois. You must be able to work, either have a work visa, work permit, or be a U.S. citizen. And then you will need to be able to provide us with some documentations, which is your birth certificate, your ID, Social Security, and if you've worked or if you're receiving unemployment, which is great. We would love to have you, as well as our program, to provide that with us. And the reason we ask is that this program is at no cost to you. based on your eligibility. And like I mentioned, the first slide, underprivileged communities, we need to make sure that that is in fact the truth. So we will ask some information about you and about what it is, how we can support you in this training program. So that is some of the eligibility requirements. We do drug test. I understand marijuana is legal in Chicago, but for our safety and for the safety of our employers and our workers, we are a drug-free training center, and we also make sure that we maintain that. So when you are able to apply for employment, that is not something that is a challenge or a barrier to you to employment. We are background friendly. We work with other companies and agencies that do hire individuals with criminal backgrounds. It is a case-by-case basis, so we would need to talk to you and find out how to best support you. And that's just one of the things that also we offer to our community members. Our class starts. We will be beginning a class in a few weeks' time. October 21st will be the class start for both programs. So if you're interested, please make sure to get a hold of us today, tomorrow, what's the next day? I don't even know. There's so many days. Thursday, Friday, Monday through Friday. Call us. Try to schedule a time to come in to apply, to learn more about our program, and to start this process to see if you'd be able to be enrolled for our October 21st class. May I have the next slide, please? All right, some of the benefits of our program. As I mentioned before, no cost to you. So you will not have to carry any student debt. This is training that will be at no cost if you are eligible, and it'll be provided to you. Job placement assistance. We're constantly talking to employers daily. We're either making contact with them, they're making contact with us, telling us about job opportunities, and then we try to match them up. We are background friendly, and we do provide job or transportation assistance. And then employer partnership at the bottom. At this moment, this is where sometimes some people will tune out, but please bear with us. We cannot offer a training stipend at this time. We are not structured in that way. So we are asking individuals that are interested in our program. You know, it is better if you are receiving unemployment. That way you have some financial stability already saved up, or you're receiving something. You know, if you're receiving federal subsidies, whether it's SNAP benefits, health benefits, you know, those things that can cover you financially, that is something that will be a plus and a benefit. Yes, it is some time that you'll spend with us, again, 3 to 4 months, but it will be well worth it as long as you put in the energy and the effort. If I could have the last slide with all our, or the second to last slide with all our information, that way everyone can see here. Please make sure to write this down. I'll leave this on the board. We'll be closing out in a few seconds. My name is AJ, full name Agustin Jaramillo, and that slide is, sorry, I was going to read the slide. So that slide just lets you know a little bit about our location. We are at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard, Chicago, Illinois, 60612. Our phone number to reach us is 1312-563-9028 or 1312-563-9570. Both of them will get you to us. Just let us know you're interested in the program. You can visit us online, gwtp.edu, learn more about our other programs, and you know, be able to stop by and visit us and see if this is a program that will work for you, that will benefit you, and will benefit your career choices. My name, again, Agustin Jaramillo, AJ, Associate Director. If you call, just say, hey, I saw AJ on TV or I saw him on YouTube and he told me to give you a call, and now I'm calling. And we'll make sure to be able to take care of you, provide you the steps for the intake process, and then see if we can enroll you in our next training program. We provide training year-round, so if you missed this one, let's not worry about this and let's move to January. We'll have another class starting in January or February of next year, and we'd love to see you then. I think that's about it for my time. So thank you very much and have a good day.